Yep, that's our guy. Who is he? I don't know. He's a Christian vlogger who presumably spends most of his waking hours fighting with people on YouTube about how right he is.
You know, I find it really ironic that you would actually even say that, seeing that just about actually every single video on your channel is either you debating somebody or you expressing your opinion about something. I actually have over 50 videos on my channel that has nothing to do with my opinion whatsoever, or with me even debating somebody. You're making it sound as if it's a bad thing, yet you're the one who's doing it. You're basically a hypocrite. And no, calling you a hypocrite is not an insult.
You are not to comment or even criticize my arguments. Arguments are meant to be won, not fought.
Yep, that's right. You're not allowed to comment on his videos saying anything mean. He'll call the YouTube police on you.
Well, great. Now that we see that you're a hypocrite, you also have to be academically dishonest. If you would have rewinded that video by 10 seconds, you would have seen me say that if you do not point out a false premise in my argument, then I would have removed the comment from the video. Because arguments are meant to be won, not fought. And if someone was going to just post random comments on my video without actually addressing the argument and making it sound like they addressed the argument, then I was saying I would have removed their comment. However, I deleted that video long ago because I really never upheld that rule anyway.
Clip number 3 is an episode of this show in which I think it's about how somebody made a video he didn't like. So he made a video response and then got bored and tried using video editing software to disguise the fact that he had no clue what he was doing.
Are you serious? You were gonna say that I have no clue what I was doing, yet you don't even know why I made the video? Are you serious?
So as you're slowly starting to learn, this kid really doesn't know how to debate, or what debating really is. His fighting strategy is just kind of, I'm logical, I'm right, my argument's right, your argument's wrong.
Okay, first of all, a debate is not a fight, therefore there is no fighting strategy. Secondly, even if it was a fight, and that was my fighting strategy, that doesn't mean I don't know how to debate. That just means that I don't have a good strategy. And finally, there are actually 3 videos I made, and not counting all the comments I made, when I actually did say that I was wrong. The first one was actually when I was a creationist, and I said, if you can show me any common ancestor between humans and whatever species came before them, then I would accept the possibility of evolution being true. And my good friend, Lapkind77, showed me that Nakalipithecus is the common ancestor, and therefore I admitted I was wrong.
He cannot give one example of a common ancestor. No one can, because it doesn't exist.
Let me be the first person to break that claim of yours. You see, Nakalipithecus is a common ancestor between chimpanzees and humans, and considering anatomy, time of the fossil, and genetic studies, it is very clear that Nakalipithecus is extremely close to our last common ancestor.
And the second and most noteworthy is when I was trying to argue that atheism cannot be a lack of belief. And I made an entire video showing that how I was wrong about that and how it can be a lack of belief. They're both saying they're wrong. Both of them are wrong. One's saying God possibly exists, the other's saying God doesn't exist. So we have like a civil war between atheisms. That doesn't work. And here, I will be willing to give up my position if you can show me any example to where someone states something which the other must accept that can both be in the same cloud. This diagram I have over here, if you want to change the names to Christianity, we have a circle of Christians. And then we have a circle here that's Protestants. Here's Protestants, and here's Catholics. This works. And for the same reason this works, it works for atheism. Atheism can be a lack of belief after all. I stand corrected. So now we can see that you're basically a hypocrite. You're being academically dishonest by trying to say I said something when I didn't say it. And now you're just flat out lying. And correct me if I'm wrong, but last I checked, being academically dishonest, being a hypocrite, and basically just flat out lying are not good strategies for debating.
X creates P does not entail that X needs a creator.
So if your mom creates you while she's drunk, does that mean you were born with a disorder where your frontal lobe did not develop properly?
This basically further proves my point, because that response had absolutely nothing to do with my answer to Smile Wide Pro's question. This is why you need to understand why a video was made before you respond to it. And that shows that you are actually the one, sir, that does not know how to debate.
I respect Christianity. I respect Christians. I respect your beliefs. I do not respect you as the beholder of those beliefs. You see, you're an idiot, and you're illogical, and you're mean-spirited, and you're, did I already say idiot? I think I did.
I'm sorry. You just said I was an idiot. You said I was illogical, and then you said I was mean-spirited? You might want to go look those up, because I had not thrown one insult at you. You're the one throwing all the insults at me, and you're calling me mean-spirited? Are you serious? Do you remember when I told you about not being able to debate? Maybe perhaps you should take a formal logic course and get an A in it like I did, and actually read logical literature like this. This is my logic textbook, and if I need to, I will point out every single fallacy that you have committed in your video. Your moonshine argument, for example, commits a non sequitur, it commits a red herring, it commits an ad absurdum, it commits an ad hominem. 4 fallacies within one argument, and you tell me I'm illogical?
Well, with that said, I hope he doesn't make a video attacking me, and that is a serious risk, because that's one of the things he does.
If you mean by attack, exposing your lies, your hypocrisy, and your intellectual dishonesty, yeah, you should be expecting a video from me. Because unlike you, I don't have to resort to trying to make it look like someone's saying something or not, lying about somebody, and just calling them names.
Do the world a favor and stop making videos.
Why don't you do the world a favor and quit giving atheists a bad name?